Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In this video I'd like to take another look at my isolation approach to Elliott waves. I know I get asked a lot about this, and many people turn to me and say, well, does Elliott wave really work? Well, it does if you use it in isolation, and that's how I've designed MTPredictor. So to demonstrate this, I'd like to have a look at a 3-minute chart of the ES. This is the ES Mini in America for yesterday. This is for Thursday the 20th of October. This is the 3-minute chart we're looking at here. But before I get into this, just a quick review of the standard MTPredictor trade setups on this 3-minute chart, because it was quite a good day for that. Firstly, we had a TS4 sell here on a red STF, so a standard automatic MTPredictor sell setup. We put the analysis on, down to the first target. STF was weak, so a nice plus 2.4 R. Plus 2.4, I'm just writing that down. Market makes a low, and here's a DP buy, but it's against, if I clear that, it's against a red STF. So standard traders would not be looking at that. But this is the point I want to look at in a minute or two. Market rallies up into our TS3 buy setup here. Black STF, standard trade setup again, all traders could take it. Put the analysis on, into the first target. Sorry, I missed the exact bar, the blue buy setup, which was there. Into the first target. STF was again weak, therefore we come out of the profit target, plus 4.4 R. So that was actually 2.2 plus 4.4, that's plus 6.8 R just on the standard and automatic trade setups yesterday. So a good day for standard traders. However, what I like to do now is look at the more advanced analysis, and in particular have a look at this DP buy here. For this, let's go to the advanced chart analysis. We have our Elliott Wave tool here. I normally leave it on the intermediate degree because that's the one I tend to use most, and that's the ones we see on the swings we have connected here. So to place an Elliott Wave analysis on a chart is really easy on Indeed. We just click either last on chart if we want to analyze the last bar on the chart there, or here I'm going to choose swing high or low, then I'm going to come down and click on this low here. And can you see what's unfolded is that this decline down into the low unfolded as an absolutely perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But one of the other features we have in MT predictors, we have what I call my wave price targets. These are areas where the various Elliott wave swings, in this case a wave 5, is most likely to end. And can you see how the low of the day yesterday unfolded right at our typical wave 5 WPT? As the name implies, this is typically where most wave 5 swings end. So as you can see, this nailed the absolute low of the day for you yesterday. Therefore this gave you confidence to take the DP buy setup here. If I put the analysis on this, it was a standard trade setup into the first target. Then because the STF was strong, traders would have managed the trade and been stopped at about here, so about a 2.6 R. But now I want to view this as we do with the Elliott Wave module as I teach in MTPredictor. So let's put the analysis on again. So here we can see we're basically coming in for a buy setup at the what was pretty much the low of the day. Here's our blue buy bar, and what we do now is we place our analysis on. If I go back one bar, it's probably better. Let's take it off that bar because that's the same as the automatic setup. It'll actually reduce our risk reward a bit. However, it'll just make the analysis a little bit more easier for you. Our first target is our DP. Again, this is easy. We just click on DP tool, choose swing high or low from our prior wave 4. So you can see I clicked on the wave 4 high. This gave us our target. Now can you see how our target is on the chart in advance? It's there before the market even gets you in on this trade setup. We put our risk reward analysis on. Again, easy 3 clicks, bar of entry, bar of stop, then at our target. So here you can see that we had a trade setup off this wave 5 with our initial target set up for a lovely 2.7 R. Again, these points are what most Elliott Wave analysts miss is because they can't tend to get the best wave formations on their charts. They can't then get targets where the markets are most likely to go to. They can't then do our risk reward analysis, which again keeps our position sizing in here for our 2 contracts in this case to keep our risk small and under control. These are the points that most other Elliott Wave software miss, and they're absolutely vital for successful traders. So let's see how this unfolded. Market went up and indeed reached our first target. As you can see now, we go down to the STF. The STF is strong, so what we say for standard traders is to manage our trade with our ATR stop, which are our blue dots. However, for advanced traders, what I teach is when this DP is exceeded, then it's more than likely that the entire 5-wave sequence is corrected. In other words, this whole sequence down here is corrected. So to get the target for this, again we use our DP. Click on the swing high or low, we come back to the start of the entire sequence, which is actually this swing high here, and here we have a new target. Let's now re-evaluate the risk reward as of this new target here, and you can see it's gone up to 6R. In other words, the potential profit here is 6 times greater than the initial risk. We go forward for the rest of the day, and if I zoom out, you can see that this target here actually gave us the very high of the day. So this is what our Elliott Wave tool enabled us to do yesterday. It enabled us to catch the absolute low of the E-mini yesterday, and then our target, which we came to here, was our second target because the first one was exceeded because our STF was strong, then allowed us to project another zone out here which actually nailed the very high of the day for you. So there were traders buying off the very bar of the low of the day and actually taking profit at the very bar of the high of the day. Now I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty amazing. So this is the power of the Elliott Wave tool in MTPredictor. It gives you the ability to project these waves as they're coming in, but the point being is because I use it in isolation, and again this is unique to me and unique to MTPredictor, we then combine in our targets, we combine in our risk reward, and this allows you to get some absolutely brilliant trades like this off the Elliott Wave tool. Just to come back to some of the standard analysis that we started this video on, do you remember we had a plus 2.4R trade going down into off this TS4 cell? We then had another plus 4.4R trade here. So advanced traders could have actually pyramided. In other words, they could have added more lots as this setup came in. So already today we've had 6.8R profit off the automatic setups. So with this long trade off the low, you could have actually had an extra 6R for a potential 12R day yesterday. So it was a very, very good day indeed for MTPredictor, particularly when you actually look at the advanced analysis and how we actually managed to nail the very low of our day, which came in right at the typical wave 5 WPT. Then our target, which again is exactly how I teach, comes up here, nails the very high of the day for a plus 6R trade. So I think this is a very, very good example of how the unique isolation approach in MTPredictor is actually far superior to most other Elliott Wave approaches because we use position sizing and sensible trade management, and that allows us to have profits like this one that are much larger than the losses. And that's the name of the game and why we're traders, to make trades where the risks are kept small and under control and the profits are large. So hopefully this has been a good example of the MTPredictor Elliott Wave routine in action on the US E-mini for yesterday.